Hello, first graders, and welcome to writing. For those of you in Ms. Zach's class that do not know me, I am Mrs. Croissant. I am the other first grade teacher. I am here to talk to you today about writing. In first grade, we do lots of writing about all kinds of things. Today, we are going to focus on writing a story about yourself, about you. It's called a small moment story. So it's a story where we think of a small moment in our lives, a small thing that's happened, and we write about that. Easy, right? We can do that. So let's think a little bit about what a small moment is. Is a small moment when you wake up in the morning and you brush your teeth and you eat your breakfast and you get dressed and you get in the car and then you drive, and then you get to the beach, and then at the beach you play in the water, you play in the sand, you run around, you throw a ball. Oh my gosh, is that a small moment or is that a whole big story? Yes, that is a whole big story. We would call that a watermelon. Let me see if you can. We would call that a watermelon. That is a big story. So that's not what I'm asking you to do today. Today I'm asking you to think of just a little seed, just a small moment story within the big story. So maybe let's go back to the beach. Maybe if it's a story about the beach, we're going to focus on just building the sandcastle. Not all the other stuff that happens, just the sandcastle. Or if you're at a birthday party, we're not going to talk about the games that you played and the this and the that and the trampoline and blah, blah, blah. We're not going to talk about all the stuff that you do at the birthday party. Maybe we're just going to talk about the time when you blew out the candle. So a small moment is a thing that you do. Maybe something that you do might be playing soccer. Something that you do might be coloring, playing with your dolls, playing with your Legos, something that you do. Or it might be a thing that has happened to you. The time when you rode your bike and you fell down. The time when you climbed a tree to get an apple and you fell out of the tree. Okay, so it's a thing that you do or a thing that happened to you. And we're going to remember, think about just the seed, not the whole watermelon. All right, so I came up with some ideas for myself because I'm asking you to think of some ideas. So I thought I should think of some ideas. So I thought about over the summer, it was kind of towards the end of summer, I went for a really long walk and I didn't time it very well and it got really dark and it was kind of scary. So I was thinking, I could write about that. The other thing I was thinking about is I washed my car. And then the very first time I drove it, I came to work and I had just parked and some birds flew over my car, some geese, and they pooped all over it. I was not happy. So I thought, I could write a story about that. It's kind of gross and funny. So those were some ideas that I came up with. So I'm going to ask you today, first graders, your assignment is just to come up with 3 to 4 ideas of a small moment story. So I'm not asking you to come up with a story. I'm asking you to come up with 3 to 5 ideas that you could turn into a story. You're going to pick your favorite one. So remember, when we talk about how to write a story, the first thing we have to do is think of an idea. And an idea is a thing that you do or a thing that happened to you. So the thing that I do, I go for walks. So I had that as my idea. That's a thing that I do. I could write a story about me cooking, because I do that. I could write a story about me cleaning house. I do that. I could write a story about me working in the yard. Or a thing that happened to me. This is when the birds pooped on my car. That happened to me. So 2 different ways to think of this. Thing that you do or a thing that's happened to you. You're going to think about 3 to 5 ideas and write them down, and I can't wait to see them. I'm sure you guys are going to come up with some really funny, clever things. And when we meet next time, we will talk about what we're going to do next. So today, that's it. 3 to 5 ideas of a small moment story, something that's happened in your life. All right? Thanks, boys and girls. We'll talk soon. Bye.